Okay, kids, we're gonna put the new queens in these hives. I'm grabbing the queens now. One of them's dead, which is not good for us or the company. So what I did was I split this hive earlier from up there a couple days ago through a queen excluder technique. These bees haven't had a queen available now for about a half a day. So I'm gonna get the live queen out of here. Don's gonna film her. She's marked with an orange dot in there. Is that clear?
Mm-hmm.
So she's the orange one, and they put some worker bees in there to keep her alive. And then there's these, there's a cork on both ends of the queen cage. So you need to remove one of these corks. Where they really won't have access to her. And there's usually a gel candy in here that it'll take other bees to go in there and eat that candy out of the way to get the bees out of here. And all the cages are pretty much, so there's the candy in there. And then what we're gonna do is just slide this into the, hive, but after we do a quick inspection, I wanna see what's going on in here. And if these bees do not get aggressive, we can look and see what's happening. So this is a really packed hive, a split I made. It has probably over 1 million bees in it. It doesn't have to be this much, but we have special conditions here, and I like to give our bees are natural, so I like to give them a really good chance. What we have on this frame is lots of children and cat brood. And I'm just keeping an eye out to see if they've made if there's another queen in here, or I got the queen. So I'm just going to look at these frames. Actually, we'll keep this one out. So this is more cat brood, which means more bees. These bees are all going to hatch out, and there is some evidence of some queen cell activity there on the top, which is what these are. So these guys are already working on putting a new queen in here, which is really good news. And then this is a lot of honey here on this frame. Here, if we come in here, look, you can see the fat white larva of the bee. And these are capped bees, and you can see the larva in there. And then you can see the honey and the nectar over here. You can see the shape of the brood box in this circle that I took it off of. So we're just going frame by frame here. It's a really nice laying pattern from the old queen, which means she's awesome. And we're keeping her, the old queen, for another year. So I really like the way this box looks. So I'm not going to screw with it anymore. And I'm going to put the other frame back in. It's filled with nectar. It's filled with babies. It's filled with workers. It's all ready to have a queen. And they're trying to make a queen, so we're just going to give them a queen. And that's where this queen is. So all you do to introduce the queen is to slide her in between two of these frames. Just like that. Now I'm going to come back in about a week and readjust this hive, because if these frames aren't set right, it will be very difficult to get the honey out. So she's in. I'm going to just cap this. Put the top on. And I'm only going to allow the bees to get in a little bit here. So I'm going to pinch off the opening to just allow a small hole. And that will allow less robbing bees from coming in here. So that's all done. I've just introduced a new queen to this hive, and hopefully she'll take. Come over to this other hive. I just split this hive today, just an hour ago, using a different method. I had a really big beehive that had several brood boxes, too many. It was coming too high. In fact, this was turning out to be a honey super. Because what I was trying to do was build this hive up. It was one of our weaker hives. So you can come in here and see what a hive top feeder looks like. You fill this with juice, And then these rafts will float up here so the bees can come up through the hive and eat. But you see they're accumulating in here because it's probably the right temperature. So we're going to go into this hive with almost no smoke, just to prove to you guys that these Italians are very, very gentle. I could be doing this without equipment, but in the beginning of the season, the first time I go in here, I don't know what's going on for months. They could have bred a new genetic variety of really angry bees, and that would really suck for me. So we're just going to come in here and break out this first frame that hasn't been broken out since last year to see what's going on here. And what it is it's drawn comb that they've eaten the honey out of. There's a little bit of honey in there they're storing right now, but this is all the honey that they used up last year to stay alive. And this is good stuff because there's still drawn comb in here that they can refill, and they only have to fix these holes. So if you come in here, Don, too, look. You got honeycomb inside here. This burr comb we take away in the spring and we save it. That's what we make candles out of. Doesn't really need to be in there. So this is kind of a cleaning process. And also, if I drop some wax down in the hive, don't matter. The bees will go get it, bring it up, and put it back. The bees are smart. So, and we're just going to check to see what's going on in here, because what I have is a lot of bees and a lot of honey as you get to the center here. So this is a whole frame of honey. But what we need in here is babies, or this won't be a splittable hive. So I'm going to just keep looking frame by frame, and I already know that there's brood in here because I wouldn't have moved it without. So this is another full frame of honey. Jesus. It's about a 15-pounder. I'm always looking for a queen bee. It's just fun to do. But she's not in here. She should. I haven't looked to check, so this is the first time we're checking for sure if the queen is in here. So what I have here is an interesting frame. This is where they've stored all the pollen, different kinds of flowers. This is an extra protein snack, and this is all honey. So this is another feeding frame. This side is all pollen right here, and then honey over here. And I don't see a queen here, but they're making a queen cell. So that's really good news, because the other queen is dead that we're going to put in here. And I think that they're just going to make a new queen here. So this is an experiment to see if this colony has enough honey. And so look in here. There's babies and cat brood here. This is pretty nice.
Hey, whoa. Oh, shitski. Break.
You're not supposed to
Oh, my bad. Okay, what do I do?